I go out into the yard and there's an Nalgene on the ground, and my vision is just closing. I'm like, oh man, maybe if I flush my eyes one more time, I'll get like enough time to like get to the car. And so I pick this up and I unscrew it and I pour it into my eyes. And it's just straight tequila. Straight. And it burns so bad. So I'm like covered in bear spray, tequila all in my eyes.
Oh,
I am a mess.
Welcome to the Wilderness Wavelength Podcast.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, you may need to throw in that the Radically Wild book is out.
Got it.
And it made the Freezing Press bestsellers list. So in a week.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That is amazing. Oh, is this podcast going now? Is that what we're starting it off with?
No. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, we already. Oh,
We're live.
all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Scott Sunderwald, the newest author and bestseller, Radically Wild. Is that exciting to have that out now?
Yeah, it feels surreal. It's crazy. Yep. So for anyone who's bought it, thank you very much. If you're thinking about it,
yeah,
just go do it, man.
What's the best way to do it?
Freezing Press has the best price, so go to the Freezing Press bookstore online.
Okay.
But it's now it's everywhere, man. It's on Amazon, Google, Apple Books, and many other places.
Man,
but
that's awesome. Yeah. And then, so you can do some book signings and stuff. Is that all this fall?
Yeah. Even now, I've got to start putting on disguises, sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's hard to just walk down the street.
It's crazy driving over here. We had to sneak out the back door, slip over the fence. Yeah. You can't go anywhere with this guy.
That voice is Thayne. Thayne, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me back, guys.
If you missed Thayne and Scott's last episode with Madness on the McLeod, that one was a wild one. That is our most listened to episode, by the way, too.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was looking at the stats today, and it was like, controversial. You guys had to stand off against some guy with a gun, and I mean, you lost all your stuff in the river. Like, it's worth listening to that one. So look up.
It's a hard one to follow. You know, you come out with that.
Yeah.
Guns blazing, metaphorically.
I think our stuff is still on the way to the Arctic Ocean. So if anybody finds fishing rods, my Bluetooth speaker, a whole pack of beer.
Yeah, the Bluetooth speaker is still playing Wayward Sons. Yeah. if you hear that out in the woods,
you're
not losing your mind.
Fishing rods, 2 canoe paddles. Yeah, they're still floating.
It's great.
I know Thane's we got a bunch of stories to go over with Thayne too. And then Scott, you've been holding off on this story until Thayne was here.
I feel like I've hyped it up too much. Everyone's expecting man lands on the moon type of. No, I ripped my toenail off. I mean, there's the story. But
I can't remember you had a video on Instagram and the wife was watching. It might have been like for mushrooms or something, and she was like at the end, and the picture of the toenail gone.
Oh man, I saw that too, and I was like, wow, like
I got a bit of hate for that.
A bit of a jump scare.
Yeah, I was like, here's some beautiful waterfalls, and here's my ripped off toenail,
gory toe.
Yeah, well, I could. It'll be brief. So I was in Wells Gray Provincial Park in BC, and
Great
I know
spot.
both of you guys have been there.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And I've always driven by it on the way to the Okanagan. Finally, we went and checked it out. It's beautiful. We have to circle back to that. But I was first night camping in Wells Gray, and I've had this gnarly toenail on my big toe. It was. It grew weird after rock climbing in the tight shoes. You know, it gets kind of purple and then it gets funky looking. My grandson loved it. He would sneak up and try to touch it when I'm wearing sandals because it was like Little Shop of Horrors, you know. But anyway, so
gain its power.
Yeah, the power of the toenail. Yeah. So here we are, 2 a.m, camping in the middle of nowhere, Wells Gray. I go out to take a leak. I come back in the tent. And as a tall guy, it's always hard to get in a sleeping bag. So what I do is I lie on my back, I kind of crunch my legs up, tube the sleeping bag, and kind of punch my legs forward to get deep in the sleeping bag. If that makes sense.
Seems like the worst way to do it.
And for those who are listening, he's doing all the motions live here too.
Yeah. And so anyway, long story short, as I punch my legs forward, the gnarly toenail snags on the sleeping bag. And I literally rip it half off and just you have to yell. Like, if you don't believe me, take a pair of pliers and try it and tell me what it was like. So I think I woke up half the campground that night, and I shined the flashlight down. It's pouring blood, but it's hanging half off. So I just wrap it in gauze and try to go back to sleep. Now we have to drive back to Clearwater, right? That's the town there.
Yeah.
And I think there was one doctor in Emerge, and he shows up.
This is like first thing in the morning then?
Yeah, first thing in the morning, and he's like, oh, it kind of smells. I think it's infected. I'm like, oh, great. So then he starts freezing it, but he's got a lineup of like 100 people in the waiting room, and he's just got to get through all of us. And he starts tugging on this thing with a pair of pliers. I'm like, I put up my hand. I'm like, don't you usually wait for the freezing to set in?
Yeah.
He's like, no, it'll be fine. And he starts pulling, and I said, I'm like, no, that's pain. Like, I've had lots of stitches and things over the years. And he goes, pain or pulling? I said, that's pain. And he goes, I think it's pulling. And so he grabbed the pliers and he ripped that sucker right off. And literally, the sweat's pouring out of your forehead. The blood's everywhere.
Yeah.
And then he massages my toe to get all the bad blood out of it while it's still not frozen. So I'm like, oh, that was its own mafia torture. And then he proceeds to wrap it in gauze. And again, I've had lots of stitches and incidents. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I think he just wrapped that in non-stick or regular gauze, not non-stick.
Yeah.
But at this point, I just want to get out of there. So then now I'm hobbling along trying to go to these waterfalls. The hiking's out the window. He tells me I can't go to the beach. I can't go swimming. I'm like, this is my summer vacation. So I'm just hobbling around with a walking stick. And we get to Penticton. And I'm soaking this thing. And I notice the gauze has grown into the wound. The wound has grown over the gauze. I can't rip it out. So we go back to Emerge in Penticton.
Sheesh.
And she's like, there's no doctor on staff this afternoon, so we can't freeze it. So this is going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
And she rips the gauze out of the wound again. So I go through another torture session. Jeez. I had antibiotics, and I told them I don't do well with antibiotics. So I ended up with an intestinal infection. I got so dehydrated I couldn't stand by the end of the holidays, and that was my summer vacation, all due to a toenail. So yeah.
Oof.
And right now I have no toenail, but I can walk
wonder,
around.
do you think it'll grow back normal?
Well, the doctor said I'm trying to keep the nail bed alive.
Yeah.
But based on his other skills, I'm not putting too much tape in it.
Oh man.
Yeah. You ever lost a toenail? Fingernail?
No. Thayne?
No. I mean, it's.
I'm
not looking forward to it.
Have you ever gotten like a sliver between your fingernail and underneath there?
Yeah.
Now imagine that magnified by 50. Like, it's just the pain is nasty. Yeah, you can see why they used it in the Spanish Inquisition. Like, it's terrible.
What's the new method for getting into a sleeping bag now then?
Just
cut a hole in the bottom and
slowly
slide it over.
crawl in. Yeah.
Oh man.
The socks are never coming off, man. Those things just staying on.
Yeah, there you
the
go. Just
whole
leave your
time.
boots on the whole time.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Toenail savers.
Yeah. Wells Gray, known as Canada's Waterfall Park. I do have a waterfall trivia. You guys want to do waterfall trivia?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Question. I'll get a little scoreboard going here too. Question number one. How many waterfalls in Wells Gray? How many named waterfalls in Wells Gray?
Oh man. Okay.
You just want a number?
Yeah, this one just give me a number.
I'm going 15.
15.
Man, I'll go 30.
41.
Get out.
Whoa. Okay.
See, I was an invalid hobbling around with a walking stick. How many can you reach after you lost your toenail? Should have been the question.
That's it, yeah. Okay, Thayne on the board with 1. Scott 0. 15 waterfalls, Scott.
Man.
Jeez. They're amazing. Like, some of them are just hundreds of feet tall.
Yeah. Well, this one,
there we go.
Helm Chicken. Helm Chicken Falls.
Helm Chicken Falls.
Helm Chicken, yeah. It's the tallest of the falls there.
And there's just chickens flowing over
exactly.
constantly.
Just a
Nobody
pile
knows
of
where
feathers
they
at the
come
bottom.
from. Yeah.
How tall is it in meters?
Oh man, I think it's close to
I could make it feet. I'd have to.
I think it's about. I think it's like 160.
I was going to go 400 feet, but I don't know. Divided by 3 for meters. I can't do the math.
Well, you're going to have to do the same.
Oh, yeah.
Either meters
Can
or
I convert?
feet. You could do feet. You could do meters, but
Okay, I'll change mine to meters. So I said 160.
you're going 160 meters.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going 161.
That's so
dirty.
yeah, that's so lame. That's so lame.
I watched The Price is Right back in the day. Yeah.
Well, Thayne wins because you couldn't go over. It is 141 meters.
Oh,
462 feet.
Man, okay. Come on, Scott.
Thayne.
When you Google this, though, like AI says it's the 4th highest waterfall in Canada.
Could be.
The interpretive panels there say the same thing.
Yeah, their website
huge.
says it too.
So
but
what's
everywhere else on the internet,
taller?
it's not even in the top 20.
Bridal Falls? Or is that your next question?
No, I don't have that one.
It's skinny though. It's not wide like
Yeah.
Niagara Falls, but
Skinny.
it's impressive.
It's incredible though. And for folks who are looking for super cool, like rugged, like if you're into scrambling and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but you want something that's totally different,
Yeah.
you can hike to the base of Helmken, which is amazing. You descend into the canyon, hike in there. It's super scrambly. I went with a buddy who had like an umbrella with him because he was worried about rain.
Yeah.
And he was like swinging off of roots and stuff. It was awesome. He was like full Tarzan. And then you get to this like beautiful green glade that goes right up to where the waterfall's crashing down. And it is spectacular. Like on a sunny day, literally blinded by rainbows.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you looked,
Beautiful
there was
rainbows.
a rainbow. Like you just couldn't see. There was so many rainbows.
But you pronounced
so
it wrong. It's Helm Chicken Falls.
Helm
It's Helm
Chicken,
Chicken. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, question number 3. Thayne's up 2-0.
Yeah, whatever.
This one is multiple choice though, so this might be better. Which country has the highest waterfall? Canada, Peru, or Venezuela?
That's Angel Falls, I believe. And
Okay.
that where is it?
I'm gonna go Venezuela.
Okay.
I have a
I'm
good
going
feeling.
Venezuela as well.
That's right. Yeah, you guys both
Yeah,
got
sure.
that.
Yeah. Okay, just follow my lead, Scott. Here. Just follow.
Is it Angel Falls?
It is Angel Falls.
See? Look
at that.
That's a
There's
good
no-
one. Yeah.
Does he get a bonus point?
I think I do.
A half point? We got to make it
Yeah,
interesting.
I can
here.
give you a half point, sure. That is 979 meters, 3,212 feet. Highest waterfalls in the world.
Cool.
I was going 972 is how I remembered it, but yeah, it was close.
Yeah, right in the ballpark. This next question, it's like not controversial, but the answer is not exact. But which country has the most waterfalls?
Oh.
I'll give you. Hang on, I'll make this easier.
Okay.
Three options here: Sri Lanka, Papua New Guinea, or Canada.
Man, I'm gonna go Canada. Just land-based alone.
Yeah, I was going to say Canada too.
Yeah, sure you were.
You guys both going Canada?
He's mouthing Papua New Guinea over here, but he's.
Actually, I was thinking like Iceland or something. They've got tons.
True.
Okay.
True.
Well, you guys are both going Canada?
Yeah, we're going to Canada.
Wrong.
No, really?
It's just Canadian pride.
So yeah, it's Sri Lanka. So there isn't a single country confirmed to have the most, but Sri Lanka has the highest density of waterfalls, with Norway and Iceland also
There you
on
go.
the list.
Is that another half point?
Iceland has the highest number of waterfalls for its
You're just
population.
scrounging now. This is okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, like, I guess we probably don't have this, but like, how high does this water need to be falling?
Well,
to be considered
exactly.
a
Like
waterfall?
Sri
You know, like, what do
Lanka,
you-
is it like pouring off the table to the ground, or what? What is a
Wow.
waterfall?
They got
Super high density of
382
table-high
recorded.
waterfalls. Like,
What's
what
that,
do they have?
George?
They got 382 recorded waterfalls,
Okay.
and said due to its rivers being fed by monsoons.
That's cool. I
Okay,
would never
okay.
have thought Sri Lanka.
But Papua New Guinea, apparently they're still out. There's many undiscovered waterfalls, and they're thinking that might be,
Cool.
pushing it for the most. And Norway features dramatic tall waterfalls, including some of the world's tallest.
Okay.
And they use it for hydropower. So,
Oh, interesting.
so
Yeah.
you guys both wrong on that one.
Well, that's nice. That brings us back together. The animosity's gone now.
Okay, how about this one? What is the word for waterfall lovers? So I got three files here. So there's the Sarah Una file. Okay, that's one.
Okay.
Sarah Unifile. Okay.
Okay. Cataractophile.
That's the love of bad eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Or the dendrophile.
Oh, that sounds like a tree lover.
Yeah, I'm going with the first one.
Sarah
Chicken
Una
file is not one of the options.
Chicken file.
Yeah. Chicken file. Yeah, I'd have to say
There's no aquaphile?
Sarah file.
Sarah Una file.
Yeah.
You guys both going down.
You're copying me.
Both wrong again.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Sarah Unophile, that's a lover of thunder and lightning, actually. But yeah, Thayne, you're on it. Dendrophile, that's a lover of trees and forests.
Okay.
And the Cataractophile, that's loves, is fascinated by, or has a deep appreciation for waterfalls.
So what's cataracts? Waterfalls in the back of the eyes?
I guess so. Yeah, it's the eye waterfall.
Yeah.
The veil comes
The
across.
veil. Yeah, there you go.
That makes sense. I like it.
Any
I
eye
like
doctors listening can write in and tell us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thane's at 3, Scott's at 1.5.
Yeah, but am I?
It's nice that you guys let the guests win these, you know?
Right,
I really
yeah, yeah.
appreciate
We set it up. We set
it's
it up
such a
this way.
welcoming environment. Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 more questions here.
Okay.
This one, this will break it down a little bit here. So what year was Wells Gray Park established? 1880, 1974, 1939.
I'm going 1939
All right.
because of all the homesteads. I was shocked at how many ranches and homesteads were in there. Yeah.
This is almost certainly wrong. I'll say 1880.
Wrong. Yeah, it is 1939. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Okay, this is getting interesting.
I did.
I'm sitting up.
I
Cheers
did
to Team Scott.
I did these questions for the wife last night, and I had those numbers like a lot closer. It was like 1939, 1941. I'm like, this is too easy. I need to
Okay.
space them out. Okay. Scott's at 2.5. Thane's at 3. This question for all of it.
Oh man. Okay.
So Victoria Falls is the widest waterfall in the world. Okay.
Okay.
How far does it
thick.
span?
Oh man.
You want meters, not feet. I can tell.
I got both. I got
Okay.
both.
That's at least a helm chicken across.
It's a few helm chickens.
Victoria Falls. That's that big one in South Africa.
It looks huge.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm going 500 meters.
Okay.
I'll say a kilometer.
Yeah, it's 1,700 meters.
Holy
yeah.
smokes!
Wow.
Thayne with the
man.
victory.
Thing.
Wow.
We let you win as a guest.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. It's good. Boost the ego. I'm feeling confident.
Good. I do want to do.
1,700 meters.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh?
That is wild.
I do want to do a podcast episode just dedicated to waterfalls because there's so many like good ones around
Yeah.
our area here too. I was looking up Niagara Waterfalls because when I was like probably 10, my buddy's dad said that he went over Niagara Falls in a barrel, and I believed him for well, actually until like today, and I was like, oh, that's not.
You guys need to get more people on this podcast who go over waterfalls and barrels.
Yeah.
Like that would be.
Well, so Niagara Falls, people have done it.
Yeah, they
the
have.
first
Sure.
person to do it, Annie, she was a 63-year-old school teacher.
Gee.
She did it in 1901, and like her plan was
Yeah,
to like
school's out.
yeah.
Summer holidays.
Yeah, totally. Get my barrel.
Her plan was to be like famous because of it, because she was like really poor and like, oh, I'm gonna be rich. But
Did she go over with a cat? Was that she had a cat in the barrel with her?
no, she used a custom-made oak barrel, heavily padded for protection. She survived, just a head wound, but
I think it would snap my spine, my neck.
It's also kind of like the experience is just pure blackness.
oh yeah,
You're just bouncing around. I
Yeah.
guess you're falling like
And the hit would just be
the
nuts.
hit would be incredible. I would think the impact.
Because I've almost died on cliff jumps, so I can't imagine in a barrel just a snap. The whiplash should be insane.
oh yeah. So the
Yeah.
the second person to do it, he did in 1911. Bobby Leach. He was a stunt man. He used a steel barrel and got 2 broken kneecaps and a broken jaw. And then he died years later after slipping on an orange peel. So it was like,
there
no.
you
it
go.
was rough back in the early 1900s.
Yeah. It's like pulling your back or reaching for the soap, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The first person to die attempting the stunt was Charles Steffens in 1920, and he used a heavy barrel laden with an anvil and was killed on impact with
What?
the water. Yeah, why the anvil?
So laden, like it had an anvil?
Anvil in it. This guy didn't take physics
Was
ever.
killed on impact with the water.
It's like, oh, maybe I should put a sack of hammers inside the barrel.
Totally, in a bag of scorpions.
And some of these ninja throwing stars.
Yeah. Why not some nails in case I got to patch this thing up?
There was.
No, but it's really sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, if you're related to this guy, we really feel for him.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have put the anvil in
The
there.
anvil
That's all
does
we're
seem
saying.
weird.
Tell us why the anvil.
Yeah, that's a weird one, eh? Yeah.
Like, did he think the speed would help him break the water?
Gotta be. He was a barber, so he might not have like.
Oh yeah, barbers always have an anvil laying around.
Barbers and anvil are like fish and water.
Yeah.
Totally.
1930, George Stradicus. He was he died after his barrel was trapped behind the water curtain for over 18 hours.
Oh, that's terrible. He had no way of getting out of his
He
barrel.
suffocated from running out of air, but he had a pet turtle in there with him. Pet turtle survived.
He should have had an anvil. What was he thinking?
Oh man, yeah, totally.
And then in
Idiots.
1951, William Redhill Jr., his death while riding a makeshift vessel of inner tubes led to some outcry, and they officially banned going over the falls in a barrel.
Wait,
so he was just
so he just had a bunch of inner tubes around himself?
Yeah.
And how did he do?
Died. Yeah.
Oh, no anvil.
No anvil.
No
Inner tubes
turtle.
seemed great,
What was
but
he thinking?
yeah. I guess dying's just a failing grade, but you wonder if some of these guys like almost made it. You know, like is there a gradient there? Like,
yeah, when you can like, I was.
but
going
yeah, he's
through,
just basically booze cruising over Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to try it in a paddleboard.
Yeah.
yeah, the sup. No, you should take a tandem canoe over.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. There it is.
Right.
Yeah.
200 pounds of gear.
Yeah, that's right.
Anvil.
Have you guys been to Niagara Falls?
I have, yeah.
Never been.
The town is disappointing. The waterfalls are great. The town is kitschy. Niagara on the Lake is beautiful. Like, love it.
What is that?
It's right close
That's
to
the
Niagara
town?
Falls. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's on
No,
the
the
list
town
of
is
things you wanna
kitschy.
do.
It's got like, man, I remember like King Kong and like a haunted house and like it's like, what is this doing with this beautiful landmark? Casinos. I'm like, I'd love to walk in a natural area, see these beautiful falls. But if you're going there, stay at Niagara on the Lake. It's beautiful, and then drive to Niagara Falls.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Canadians, for all our American listeners, I'm sorry to say this, but the Canadian Falls are better than the American Falls.
Why?
They're bigger, taller. Yeah.
Stronger.
Kind of stronger.
stronger,
Kind of like our beer and our football.
More free, I suppose, in some ways.
Kind of like our masculinity.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is the waterfall trivia.
Good note to end on.
Okay, we got to talk to Thayne. We got some stories. We
almost started.
Oh, before we dive into that, Wells Gray, waterfalls, but there's a whole other side.
41 of them.
41, which
Named
I
ones.
only saw a few.
Yeah.
There's a whole side of that park with canoe paddling. So it's like you can have two very different experiences in that park. There's a whole corridor with waterfalls.
Yeah.
And then there's the canoe paddling where you can go from, beach to beach and fish for big rainbow trout. So it's an amazing park.
It's sweet. Yeah, the last couple of years we've stayed in Clearwater for a couple nights just at Airbnbs when we were doing our little BC tour and go up and check them out. But yeah, highly recommend. Okay, Thayne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thayne. Okay, well, I do want to talk about. Should we get into the grizzly stuff you're doing? Grizzly capture?
Yeah, this was a bit ago, so we could talk about that. So that was probably 2 years ago. I was working as a wildlife officer in Jasper National Park.
Okay, yeah.
And so that job, pretty fun. Like you deal with everything from like, oh, I've got a pigeon in my house to like just a
peacock?
grizzly bear that took my dog, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the range of duties. Yeah, the peacock. Yeah, totally. So that was super fun. I kind of got into that because I'd been doing I'd worked as a seasonal conservation officer in Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Which is where some of the other stories come from too. And I did some wildlife work there, but it was a lot more kind of law enforcement. Just that we were dealing with. That was kind of generally what we had. But yeah, I worked a lot with, and again, I'm kind of like I was a newbie wildlife officer, right? I'm kind of a rookie. So I'm doing a lot of like frontline stuff, like doing a lot of monitoring. But I had the good fortune to work with one bear who's now named 222. And she's a sow grizzly with 2 cubs.
Yeah.
And absolutely incredible bear. Like I probably was with her almost every day for like 2 months or so.
You're just following her around then?
Pretty much. I mean, you just get calls. Like
Yeah.
she is such a front country bear. She loves, and again, I should say this doesn't necessarily reflect the views of my employer and things like that,
Right.
or what maybe like higher level biologists might say about this. But from my perspective, she is a bear who she loves people.
Yeah.
There's
Taste of them.
the taste of them, yeah, the look of them, yeah, totally. She collects them as ornaments, yeah. But there's something called a human shield effect that a lot of animals will use, and that's where if people are in an area, we're like the biggest, baddest predators around, so we tend to scare out everything else. And so we keep away the bigger grizzly bears, wolves, big black bears, things that might eat grizzly cubs, because they're pretty vulnerable in the first few years. They get tired easily. They don't have great climbing skills. I saw them trying to learn how to climb trees, and it was great. They were like trying to climb poplar trees, and they just run up them, climb up a little bit, and then slip right off. Like they just slide right off of them. And then they'd try spruce, and they'd actually stick on that, and they could do it. But this human shield effect, a lot of these mother bears learn that they can hang out near human environments and human towns. We keep everything away, and then we're not actually dangerous. We're annoying because we like try to move them, and we don't want them to be close to our stuff and all that.
Right.
But we're not an actual threat. And so there's a number of mother grizzly bears. Yeah. And she's probably the most prominent one in the Jasper area who do this and practice that. They've also learned that the elk are doing the same thing. So the elk hang out near humans, and so they calve as well. And so we've had, people are sleeping in a tent at Whistler's campground, and they hear this was the craziest. I was responding to this as well, but they heard screaming in the night. Like, oh my God, like someone's being killed next to us. And then they go to bed. They go to bed. They wake up in the morning, and a grizzly bear has killed an elk calf right in their campsite.
Oh, wow.
And it's on the carcass. So they zip open the fly, see the bear, zip it closed. Oh my God. And then they call parks, and we come out, and we basically go in with a team of guys with shotguns, push the bear off the carcass.
Rubber bullets, paintball.
Yeah, that one. Usually we would. You'd have some guys on non-lethal, some on lethal. Yeah. You kind of get the whole perimeter secured. That bear moved really easy. It was done basically. There was nothing left of that calf. But yeah, you'd go in with some of those non-lethal. I don't think we ended up shooting anything. Maybe it was just chalk balls.
Okay.
But we moved them out.
So the chalk balls, you're not hitting the bear with it, or
you do sometimes. There's, and again, I'll say I'm fairly new to this. The whole this team I worked on was called Human Wildlife Coexistence.
Okay.
And so the whole idea is that you're trying to create an environment where humans and then all these large animals can coexist in the same space. And our goal, a lot of what we do as frontline wildlife officers, is behavior management through hazing. So you're basically scaring animals. So giving them experiences. If they do something bad that they're not supposed to do, or if they go into a place where they're not supposed to be.
You hide in the garbage can and pop out when they show up.
Yeah. Boo! Yeah, Oscar the Grouch kind of style thing, right? And so you're trying to create behaviors in them. You're trying to train them so that they don't do these things. It's kind of if you got a cat at home. Yeah. It's jumping up on the counter. You spray it with the water so it doesn't do that. Yeah. You're doing the same thing with grizzly bears. It's just you're using chalk balls and rubber bullets and stuff like that, right? That's the same sort of thing that you're doing. So that's a big part of the job. And then you're also doing some like mountain rescue, and then you're also doing wildlife capture and stuff like that as well, and immobilization. So with this bear, she was so comfortable with people that she could get within like 10 feet of people, be unfazed.
That's terrifying.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times where we were pushing her, she'd kind of get lost in the bush. You'd be walking along thinking that you were like further than you thought from her.
Yeah.
And then her head would pop up, and she was honestly 10 feet away. And it was such a like, hair goes up on the back of your neck, like your nervous system's going all haywire. But she was a really non-aggressive bear. We had never had any aggression out of her. But she ended up, and there was so many cute stories too, right? Like I remember I'd go find her out on the golf course, and she's like eating grass. Yeah. And her cubs are literally just like, they're passed out on their back snoring beside her, and you wake them up, and then they're waking up, and they're like rubbing their eyes with their paws, and they're yawning and like, oh, I don't want to get up, and they're crying, and you're moving them along.
And she survived the fire.
She did, yeah. So she has a pretty incredible story. Like maybe I'll give you the like broad strokes of it, and then we can zoom in on anything that you guys want. But she ended up getting into a picnic at Annette Lake. She was super comfortable with people, as we were talking about, and she just walked into a picnic area with a bunch of people. Folks ran away because, understandably, it's a grizzly bear coming towards us, and they left their like chicken rotisserie, Doritos, and like orange crush pop, and the bears just ate it all, right? Like they got in there, they loved it, moved on. And so after that, it became a big question: what are we going to do with these bears? Like, are we gonna let them stay here because they love people? This is probably going to happen again. We're really worried that you'd get bear on carcass behavior from something like that too. For those who don't know, bears are one of the most common reasons for an attack is that a bear is defending a carcass. And you walk in on that, and that can make them really aggressive. So we didn't want that to happen, and so wildlife managers decided the best thing to do would be to trap her and to move her. And then that was a whole thing. Like, that was way harder than...
Because you got to move her babies with her.
You got to move her babies with her, and she was really wary. Like, I think we were trying to trap her for about 4 days. Yeah. The first 3, she would keep coming up to the trap, and she'd kind of sniff around it, but she would go like half in and kind of be eating some of the stuff, but not fully in. She would stay outside and let the cubs go in, so the cubs could eat everything and then come out.
The cubs didn't trigger it, eh?
So I wasn't there for all of these, but I'm pretty sure what we started to do was we had guys holding the gate open with a cord. Oh, because we also didn't want we didn't want to slam down and catch the cubs and catch mom, because that could be really dangerous. And we also didn't want the door to slam shut and hit a cub or something like that if it was standing in the doorway. Yeah.
Or for mom to learn that this is a trap.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So you want her to get comfortable. And that was the other thing, is you put this trap out and she can get really used to it, familiar. It's not a threat. Like, it becomes this like kind of safe space that she feels comfortable with. And finally, the day that we caught her, she was right near town, just kind of south by Alpine Village, and we'd set up a trap just near where the old staff camp was, and we did a bait drag. And so I wasn't totally sure if it was go yet on this thing. Like, we were kind of trying to figure out, like, is the timing right? Should we go for it? Yeah. And then I see another wildlife officer running down the road, just dragging an elk leg behind him. It's like this bloody elk leg, and he's just got this big grin on his face. And I remember he just yelled, he's like, "Operation Leg Lock is a go!" And he runs by me, and I'm watching the bear runs up the trail towards the trap, and it was crazy how quick that bear picked up the scent. Like, she nose in the air, started sniffing, honed in on it, and then just went, and she was going. Cubs following her. That like smell of meat was just you could tell it was just consuming, like obsession, right? Yeah. And so she starts going, cubs are behind her, we loop around, she's at the trap, and she's sort of pushing on it, sniffing around it. You can tell it's almost like she knows this is a bad idea, but like she's gonna do it. She really wants that meat. So she ends up going in, catch the bear. We're able to tranquilize her. And that was fun. That was the first immobilization I'd worked on. So that was a really incredible experience for me. I got the job of being the thermometer guy, which means you got to be like...
Where do you put that at?
Yeah, it's up the butt. Yeah, so I have... I'm the guy with a thumb up a grizzly bear's butt as you're doing all the work on her. After that, you throw her back in the trap. You catch the cubs.
Because was she tagged already?
No, she was tagged after that.
Okay,
We tagged her then. She goes back in the trap. You catch the cubs.
Yeah.
And then relocate. And so she was relocated down south. She ended up hanging out at the ice fields for a while because, again, she loves people.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. And then...
So still in Jasper?
She's still in Jasper, yeah.
Okay.
So it's been 2 years from now, and she's still there. And it's an interesting story, the arc. Last year in the spring, she got in a bit of trouble because she touched a tent out on Moline Lake. And because of that, the whole Moline area was evacuated.
Wow.
They didn't know what was going on with these bears. Like there was reports of it like attacking and following. The team set up like a decoy campsite to see if she was interested, and like a cooler left out and a tent.
Okay.
They walked right through it but didn't investigate anything. So that was taken to kind of indicate that the bears aren't like food seeking around these things. And then she survived the fire, as Scott said.
Yeah.
So she was in the area and actually went and hunkered down by the Athabasca River, and it just blew over. So she found water, hunkered down, it blew over. And then they immediately went out into the burn, started feeding on carcasses that were out there. And then this year, the big thing has been one of her cubs, 223 now, because they caught them and they've put tags on all of them, is pretty, like a lot of, it's so funny because early days watching these cubs too, they had really different personalities. That black cub, it was like super aggressive, and all the play fights, it would always win. It was always the one who would not want to move. Like if you're trying to move them, it would like bluff charge you. It'd take a run at you, even though it's the size of a kitten, right? And you're like, like towering over it with a chalkball gun. Like, so it would actually, it would do all that sort of stuff. And this year it's been more of a problem. Like it's been approaching vehicles and stuff like that. So it's a bit of an ongoing story as to what happens with these bears.
Are the cubs still with mom, or did they?
They're still with mom. Probably next year they're going to be cut loose. So I'll be really curious to see what they start doing now on that landscape, because they've learned from mom that like near town is good. Yeah, that's what they know. They're also really familiar with the Moline Valley and that whole area. So I wonder if they'll get set up in there. But that was
wow. I wonder where they were during the fire. Like that was such a crazy inferno.
I'd have to look. We have she's got a collar on her, and that's all tracked with an app called Inventa. So you can actually just look, like you can look on your phone and just see the satellite collar positions for these bears. So you get great, fantastic data on where they are.
Can a regular person download that?
No. It's too bad. But of course, the worry is there that it's like folks are going to be approaching them too much. And a big part of why these bears are getting in trouble is because they're so used to people. It's not good for them. And there's a big concern that the cubs now are just going to be so habituated and just are so used to this that they're going to get in trouble.
Is the idea that like if you get a problem bear in Jasper, you try to keep it in Jasper?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want them wandering out because then they can cause problems. So yeah, for sure. Like,
but I mean, like you trank them and then say, okay, let's go drop them off by Grand Prairie. Then we don't got to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, no, we don't move them out of the park. No. Because that becomes another management district's problem. Yeah. So you're supposed to sort of keep them in house. Okay. And like if you're deciding to do a translocation or something like that, you've got to, you're kind of weighing all those options, like how likely is it that they're going to move out and everything like that. Again, that's above my pay grade, but we do have some bears, like one black bear was relocated and then it went into Robson and then out into the province. And I think that bear was actually hunted and shot. So you do get that data too. Like a lot of animals do disperse from Jasper. Okay. And then become a hunted population. Yeah.
And you dealt with elk too, hey? Did you use hockey sticks?
Yeah.
Is that what
hockey sticks?
Good old Canadians using hockey sticks?
Ever, man. Yeah. So the best elk tool that we have with all of our incredible high tech out there is it's just a hockey stick with flagging tape on it. And that is enough you can basically be an elk herd shepherd, and you can herd them around and have like 700-pound bulls loaded up on testosterone who are moving with this hockey stick.
So you're waving it in front of them, or what's the deal with the stick? Like, how are you using it?
Yeah, the stick's more complicated than most people.
A couple
It's
of
like
Gretzky
martial art, man,
moves, little
Yeah. Generally, you want to keep it low.
little Bobby Orr.
It's kind of like you keep it low, and you'd call it stealth mode. You have like all the flagging tape and everything wrapped up. So you want to start with kind of like a low level stimulus, where you're just trying to move them with your body and your voice.
Yeah.
And then if they don't react to that, then you can ratchet it up. So you can kind of like let some of the flagging tape out and like start hitting it on the ground.
Yeah.
And kind of like being aggressive. And that, as far as we can tell, it like makes you look bigger. It extends your size.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the sound and the colors, I think, of the tape seem to be alarming too. But yeah, so you do that. If you go too high, sometimes what happens is it actually is like an overstimulus, and then they actually get aggressive, and then they feel like they have to fight, so they come at you. But yeah, like the worst one we had was we were trying to do an elk relocation, and this was as I was saying, like this with the human shield effect, a lot of the animals will have their calves near people.
Yeah.
And so the elk, this was amazing. She just calved. So she calved right on someone's yard. Just right outside their door.
Special.
They called us that they wanted it moved. Yeah, totally special. Yeah. Welcome to life, little one. And it like ate. It was so. I'd read about this stuff, but it births the calf, and then you can watch it eat its afterbirth.
Yeah.
So it's like a fruit roll-up, basically, that this elk eats, and they do that just because they have to remove all the scent.
Yeah.
Because there's so many predators, right, in the area.
Wow, okay.
So they have to completely clean everything up.
Yeah.
Nothing happened here.
Wow.
Clean up. So you're just kind of waiting there. We were waiting with the team to go in.
Fruit roll up. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Oh, I said that, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's gross."
Not a pool of liver. Yeah.
It's true, man. It's true. And so she's eating this, and yeah, this calf, we go in to try to relocate it. And this is like the most aggressive cow I've ever dealt with. And we want to move the calf out of town, just up onto the bench. And we're trying to get in there. And I think we had 4 people. And this cow elk was so aggressive. It had the high ground, which makes them really bold. But she was chasing us around, would not back down, and finally like pushed us back to our truck. And we had 2 people standing in the box of the truck with hockey sticks. She's still pacing. We had to call in another team. So I think eventually we had like 7 people there.
Yeah.
And then finally we were able to like scoop up this calf and walk it out of town as mom's trying to harass us.
Yeah.
Kind of circling, looking for a weak point.
Oh, wow.
Pretty rowdy. And then, you know, it's funny too, like if you have to move slow enough that mom stays interested on you, because otherwise sometimes they'll forget that you have the calf or something.
Yeah.
They'll run back to where the calf was and they'll get separated, so they've got to bring the calf back. So you got to move really slowly. You got to keep showing her that you have the calf. And then, eventually you drop it in a good spot, and then you back away, make sure they reunite, and then you're good to go. But yeah,
That's wild.
It's wild. Yeah, it's kind of a rite of passage for folks on the team is to do an elk relocate or an elk relocation. Yeah,
We did. So we drove up through Banff here this weekend, and I was just like explaining to my son like the corridors over the highway, the animal corridors. I'm like, this is so we don't have to worry about animals getting hit by cars and stuff or anything like that. And as soon as I said that, then there's lights up ahead, and they had a black bear in the ditch, tranked, loading it into the back of a truck or pulling it into
crazy.
a truck.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was curious, like, do you think those corridors, like, would that be beneficial in Jasper, or is that?
Oh man.
Are we running into a lot of roadkill in Jasper? Or not?
Yeah, for sure. There's tons. I mean, there's a big part of that job too is responding to highway strikes. Of animals. Like I think I wouldn't be far off to say like over 130 big animals killed every year. By highway strikes, and so that's your bears, elk, sheep, everything, and then probably a similar number on rail, too.
Okay.
You know, especially a lot of rail cars are dropping grain. through there.
Oh yeah.
And so that's super
Everyone
common.
chowing
We
on
get
that.
calls constantly for black bears who they're literally like sprawled out, laying on their bellies on the tracks, like licking up grain from between
Train
the ties.
coming through.
Yeah, and they either don't hear it or they just get frozen as it's coming. But that's really common as well. So I think it's just a matter of
I don't
it's a
even know
huge
if there's enough
project.
traffic in Jasper to justify that. Like I know Banff is just like wall to wall the whole time, so it makes a little more sense. But
I mean, it's a good. I think a lot of people just balance things. Like it's also people come to Jasper to view wildlife.
Yeah.
So then you've got issues there.
Yeah.
You got like connectivity issues because right now, I mean, the roads go through there, but like it is fully connected. Like animals can cross the roads where they want to, and so if you're putting in just these bridges, I mean, then they can only cross at those points.
Yeah.
I think they're generally really good ideas. I know like predators have learned to sometimes use them. Like they'll wait on one side, you know, and then jump.
This is where my lunch is coming
totally.
through.
It's like the city alley, right? The dark alley kind of thing.
Right.
And yeah, I think it's a cool idea. It would make sense.
They've been surprisingly successful, though. Like, I thought they would be a lot worse. Like you said, I thought they would be a bottleneck for predators, but seems to have worked pretty well.
I think so. I honestly, it's such a higher level conversation. I don't know. I guess like my personal feeling is I kind of like the unfenced feel of Jasper.
That's my whole thing too. Is like when you're driving through Banff, it's like, well, we're not going anywhere because we're trapped on this corridor.
I have seen critters though that have got caught on the highway.
Yeah,
coyotes and other creatures that get through the fence, and now they're really hooked,
trapped.
Right,
Yeah.
you're trapped, running back and forth with the 4 lanes of traffic. So but generally, I think for Banff, it's been a success story. But I agree. I do like the freedom of Jasper, right?
Yeah, but like I guess it probably is better for the wildlife overall. I mean, I don't really know what other sort of mitigations you can put in there.
Yeah,
I'm the wrong guy to be asking about. But yeah, I mean, I like the wild feel. I kind of like being able to just pull over and wander off, right?
Yeah.
There's not a fence that's keeping you from it. But yeah, it comes at a high cost. So for sure, like driving through there, you have to be really careful.
I feel like your major issue with that job too is trying to keep people away from the animals.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Especially during like elk are the big one, right? Because people see it's deer. Oh, it's a deer species, right? Like I want to get in there. And they're by far the most aggressive animal that we have in the park. And we had, I think, the big thing is during the rut, so the fall, like this time of year too.
Yeah.
You got these big bull elk who are just loaded on testosterone, man. And it's so funny too, because these elk, if you meet them earlier in the season, they're doe-eyed. These bulls are really skittish, like they get scared. And then the rut happens, and I don't know what the chemical thing is, but the hormones start flowing, and they're like, their eyes are bloodshot, they're crying, they're sweaty, they're pissing on their faces constantly, like they're just
running
screaming.
At trucks,
they never sleep, and they'll charge trucks, and my roommate
just like you when you were 20 years old, right?
That's it,
yeah, exactly, right? So they'll charge trucks, they'll smash out windows. We probably have like 10 cars totaled a year out there. And my roommate's car was attacked. I was coming home from work one day.
Yeah.
And it was just parked in front of our house. And there was a bunch of people standing around watching. And I kind of asked them like, oh yeah, like you guys see some animals? They're like, yeah, this elk just smashed buddy's car. And I kind of look and I'm like, oh no, that's Jared's car. Like, so I go over, take a look at it. And yeah, sure enough, the windows smashed, all this. And then I just hear this bugle up outside in the woods. And then everybody yells like, he's coming back. And this elk comes out and it just charges into the side of the car again and just starts thrashing it.
What kind of car was it?
Oh, it was like a black SUV kind of thing. I know, it was like a family sedan, right? He eats families. But yeah, I got Jared and he was just the coolest guy. He was just like, oh man, what? He comes out. He's staring at his car. He just lights a cigarette, just takes a puff, and he's like, well, c'est la vie.
George, you think the elk's targeting certain models?
I'm wondering, maybe
Yeah,
there's gotta be a
yeah,
it's a
restriction
Kia.
on
It's
that.
going down. Yeah.
Those like those Teslas.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, if it's not a Canadian manufacturer, those
That's
elk
it,
are
yeah.
pretty hard on
Do you
it.
guys have issues with like the sheep ramming vehicles? Because I mean, like when you're driving in Jasper, there's always sheep in those couple little sections.
Yeah, I've never heard of it in my time.
Yeah, they're just not.
I know. I talked to guys at the mine, like over at Catamount,
Yeah.
and they said they'd have sheep running into their pickup trucks and into machinery.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard of that.
Well, the rut hits in November. I imagine they get pretty amped up. But I'm surprised, too, because those big rams are so powerful. And you rarely hear of them attacking dogs or people, whereas the mountain goats will. Mountain goats with their little dagger horns will charge dogs quite readily.
Yeah. There's a good moose story I've got. This one made the CBC, but moose were stopping cars on the Moline in order to lick salt off of them in the winter.
Yeah.
And we had one little guy who I called Napoleon because he was this big moose, but he had the tiniest little antlers, like just like literally the size of my hand, like up against his head. And he would stop cars. He would stand in the middle of the road, stop cars. He'd start licking them, and if they tried to move, he'd hit them with his antlers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he'd hold them hostage until he'd like licked enough salt off, and then he'd let them go.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was the pirate of the Moline.
He was compensating for his little antlers.
Yeah, he was compensating for his little antlers. He had big personality.
So what do you do with the moose like that then? You just scare him into the bush and.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with that guy, we chalkballed him, and I think he might have gotten hit with a couple like stars.
Stars?
Yeah, so there's a wildlife deterrent. It's lesser than a rubber bullet, but it's more than a chalk ball.
Okay.
And so with a lot of these situations, you're kind of using like a use of force wheel, which is similar to law enforcement. So you're
spin the wheel and say,
game show, yeah. And then you're like, uh-oh. Load the Glock. This wheel of use of force model. So you're kind of trying to pick
incrementally
grow up your forces. So one is just like you're there and you're trying to push an animal with your body.
You got a hockey stick.
Hockey stick, right? And then it climbs. So you want to have a lot of options. And stars, I'm pretty sure they were initially used on inmates. Like they use them in U.S. prisons and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
test them on inmates first before we use
all
them on
of our
moose.
wildlife deterrents, human tested. No animal cruelty in the testing process. Yeah, I know that the government's not gonna like me saying that. But it's it's like a rubber bullet, but it looks like a cat toy. Like it's all these like. Looks like kind of a puffball sort of dandelion head thing.
Okay.
Just plastic.
Yeah.
And so there's a bigger sound from the shotgun. It hits a bit harder, but it doesn't really do any damage. Like it's just kind of a bruising thing.
It's called a star. Interesting.
Yeah. So they'll use stars. They're pretty good.
Okay, I want to hear the nipple story too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's shift gears. So we're dealing with these are animals. And often I found they're a lot easier to deal with than people. So I used to work as a seasonal conservation officer in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
And this story comes out of Moose Jaw, Buffalo Pound. I was working there. And the courthouse there has pictures of my nipples in evidence.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm really proud to be able to say I don't know anyone else who's got their nipples in like a court case
evidence.
file, in evidence. So, we were dealing with a group of folks who we dealt with several times. They need to get evicted from the park. And so we were trying to do this late. It was a Sunday night. I think it was like 11 o'clock. And we served these guys an eviction notice. They had to get out of there.
Yeah.
And generally, as a courtesy, we kind of like leave the campsite. You let them, the vent, there's freaking cops and all that stuff, right? Like whatever, they got to get out of their system. They'll pack up and they'll move, and then you'll escort them out. But we left these guys, and then they just ran off, like into the woods. They just ran. And so we come back, and we're like, oh, flip, like these guys are gone, like whatever. So I've been told I swear too much, so I'm trying to flip.
That's a new one. I like that.
Oh, dang. And then, so then we called the RCMP, and we're like, yeah, we need a dog. Like, these guys ran off. And they're like, oh, man, yeah, totally, we'd love to help, but like we don't have anybody working Sunday nights.
Yeah.
So there's no RCMP. It'll take them like 2 hours. So we decide we're going to start combing the woods. And we start walking in, and super lucky we find a guy. He's like passed out sleeping underneath a tree. And so we actually are able to sneak up behind him and cuff him before he even wakes up.
Wow.
And so he wakes up.
Wait, you're cuffing him behind his back and he's sleeping the whole
He's
time?
still sleeping. Yeah, he just woke up as we're cuffing him.
Yeah.
What's going on? So we...
Not a great wake up.
I hate it when that happens.
Man, it's like the worst game of hide and seek, right? Like you're kind of coming to, sorry, buddy, we got you. So he's cuffed, and we move him back to the patrol vehicle. We put him in the back, so he's in the silent patrol, man. It's all locked. He's got his cuffs behind him, and I'm with 2 other officers, and we leave one guy to watch this guy, just to monitor his vitals, make sure he's okay. So I am monitoring him. Everything seems good, and then the other guys sort of find the other guy, and he starts running, and they need some help on that. And so I move to do that, but as I step away from the car, I probably go like maybe 100 meters. I just hear bam, 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 and I turn around, and this guy has kicked open the door on the police car. So he's just been 2-leg kicking it.
Yeah.
And it was like a cartoon, man. He stuck his head out first, and then the rest of his body came out, and then he just started running through the campground, screaming. He was like, blah, blah,
And
blah.
he's handcuffed.
And he's handcuffed, but he slipped the cuffs around his feet. So he's like a contortionist. Like he was able to get them up and around.
Oh, wow.
And so he's running. And so then I turn around, like, fuck, like, this guy's out. So running after this guy, we catch up with him. We get pepper spray out, and that kind of calms him down. We didn't deploy it. We just showed him it. And we're like,
Yeah.
use this. And he was like, oh, fuck. So he got that. But then he did not want to get in the car. So he's braced against the frame of the car. And it is incredibly hard to get someone into a car if they don't want to. And so I was like face to face with him, trying to talk him in. And
Come on, man. It's
eventually
fine.
was like, okay, like, is there anything we can say or do to get you to get in this car? No. All right, well, you got to get in the car. So
Yeah.
I start grappling with him, and then I've got a buddy who goes around behind him and grabs his belt from the other side of the car and is pulling him in from the other side. And finally, this guy, he's punching me, he's kicking me, he's doing everything. And finally, he starts laughing, and he sticks his hands up underneath my body armor. And like, I don't know how we found them now, but just these laser guided fingers latches onto my nipples.
Wow.
And just starts twisting the fuck out of them. Like twisting, like he is cranking my nipples. And just like blinding pain. I end up like just smashing him and hammering him into there.
You feel like you're in the grade 8 locker room again.
Yeah, totally. Flashbacks to middle school. So we get him in there, and he's just terrible. Like, he's lipping us off. We keep asking him, like, okay, do you have anything sharp on us that could hurt us, whatever, when we're searching you? And he's like, yeah, I've got knives in my ass. It's like, okay, search my ass. I'm not going to search your ass, sir. And so just constantly like that, right? And we get this guy in. It's a terrible night for everybody. We're up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, drop him off at the police station. And we get back to the office, and my boss at the time is just like, that guy was terrible. Like, I'd love to throw the book at him. Like, what do we have on this guy? Like, he assaulted police officers, everything else.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, like, our case would be stronger if some of us looked hurt.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and so he's like, check yourselves over for bruises, cuts, anything that like shows evidence of bodily harm, right? Like, that'll make the case will be stronger then. And so I'm kind of checking myself over. And I'm like, I don't really have anything. Then I'm like, but boss, like, my nipples hurt really bad. They hurt really bad. And so I take my shirt off. And sure enough, like, around my nipples, I am just black and blue. Like close to bleeding. And my boss is like, that's great. That's perfect. That's what we need. So, so we get the camera out, and it starts like, it's like this photo shoot. I'm like trying to pose so we can take photos of my nipples.
Oh, man.
And like, you know, and we're like trying to get the right lighting, and the lighting's too harsh. So we gotta like, so we get these photos, we load them up, and end up throwing the book at this guy. And this is funny too, because this story, it starts in Saskatchewan, right? But I usually end it in Guatemala, because you're like 2 years later, I'm traveling in Guatemala.
Yeah.
End up at a hostel, meet a Canadian guy, and he's happened to spend some time in Moose Jaw.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, who do you know? And he ends up mentioning Dominique, who is one of these RCMP officers who I worked with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's great. I know this guy. And he's like, oh, yeah, he actually has a really good story he told me about a guy you knew who got his nipples like almost twisted off.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's me. I'm the guy.
I'm the nipple guy.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel him. You want to feel him? It's like Scott's toe, everyone's always trying to touch him. Yeah, they're probably just going to fall off. So that's the nipple story.
But the nipples photographs were shown in court. And the judge had to look that over.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the court case. I was just working
Okay.
seasonally, so I don't know exactly where it all went. But
Somewhere there's a file
we filed them.
with Thayne's nipples.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, yeah.
Filed him in court. Yeah,
Like, is he's cuffed doing that, or he's uncuffed doing
he's
that?
cuffed. He's
Cuffed?
cuffed. But
This
strangely
guy's
enough,
who-
handcuffs are exactly a nipples width apart. So it's actually the perfect.
Wow.
But this
technique.
guy's Houdini. Like, when you told my boys that story, they tried to see if they could,
Kick out
put
the
handcuffs
guy,
out. One of my sons could. It's hard to be cuffed and get. You got to get your legs through them, right?
You got to get your legs through. Yeah, because you gotta be able to slip it under your butt and then onto your ankles.
Yeah, you have to
and
be pretty
over.
skinny, right?
Super flexible. Like, it
Yeah.
also made me think this guy had been like cuffed a few times
Yeah.
before. Like
his
he
first
had
rodeo.
like a bit of a trick for it.
Wow.
Which is funny. You start working with a lot of these guys, and it's like they're actually in and out of custody so many times that they
Yeah.
start to have this stuff. Like,
He's like, first I get the cuffs in front, then I got to squeeze the nipples. He's got the
yeah,
whole pattern.
totally. It's his MO. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a nipple hunter. Yeah, totally.
Any idea what the guy, like, how long he had to spend in jail because of that?
Oh, I doubt he even went to jail.
23 to life for nipple twist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20,
what's
yeah,
the-
yeah,
yeah,
I
exactly.
should have said something clever, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
8,008 years.
Yeah.
The punishment has to fit the crime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a lot of that stuff too. Like, I don't know. Fortunately, unfortunately, it just sort of, I think it's often seen as just part of the job, and people don't really actually face a lot of consequences for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, there's expected that there's going to be some rough ups, some tussles, and you kind of like hold that as some leverage to get them to behave better, or like
Yeah.
you'll file that along with a couple other charges, and you'll probably drop it. And
Yeah.
That was wild. That was probably one of the craziest nights
Yeah.
in my law
Like the
enforcement.
11 o'clock, kicking someone 11 o'clock Sunday night, to me, doesn't seem like the best idea.
No, that's fair. Like it probably, like maybe it could have just been waited until the morning, but
Yeah.
we had lots of reports that these guys were like drinking and driving through the campground. You got lots
Okay.
of families in there.
Yeah.
They were fighting in their sites, puking everywhere. They were
Yeah.
being menaces.
That was the time to go.
Right?
Yeah.
And probably would have been good to get them out earlier. But part of it's just coverage issues too. It's like we're coming on at like 7 o'clock.
Okay.
You're hearing all this stuff. You're making a plan. You're getting resources.
Yeah.
By the time you're able to like mobilize and move,
Yeah.
it's kind of late.
It's already there.
But half of that was just you don't want these guys in your
Yeah.
campground, especially if they're driving drunk and stuff. There's kids around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, fair criticism though. I think we did all sit around afterwards and we're like, holy smokes, like,
Yeah.
gotta get these
What we
guys
got
out in
ourselves
the
into.
daylight. Like, yeah, totally.
Scott, you had a list of a few other stories to talk about too.
Yeah, I mean, the bears, the bear spray story. We got to get that one.
Yeah,
That's a
sure.
good one. That happened a few years ago here, right? In
Yeah,
Jasper.
that was a few years ago. So anybody who's carried bear spray with them,
Yeah.
pretty much everybody eventually has a story about accidentally deploying a bear spray
Mm-hmm.
on themselves, right? That's kind of fun. Like, it's sort of a rite of passage.
It's fun.
It's
That's
sort of-
exactly how I
everyone's
describe it.
gotta,
Try it out once.
Yeah, you do it once and then never again. You get a lot more careful. This one, it was a friend's going away party, and been a late night. There've been lots of drinks.
Yeah.
And the end of the night had come, and there was Northern Lights up.
Okay.
And we had enough DDs and everything that was like, you know what, this is great. Like, we're going to drive up to Pyramid Island, and we're going to go watch these lights, and like, what a great send-off for a friend. That'll be brilliant. So we are getting ready to load into cars. I'm peering through the driver's side of my friend's car, and they go to shift their seat back, and they pinch a canister of bear spray between their seat and the door, and it blows the whole top of the lid, the whole top of the bear spray off.
Yeah.
Directly into my face.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. And at this point, too, I don't know it's bear spray. I'm like, something blew up in this car.
Yeah.
And now I feel like deathly ill. Like something
I got
is
Tabasco
so wrong.
sauce in my eyes.
Yeah. And so people are screaming. They're falling into the woods. And I know I'm in such a bad way. I run, and I just run home like as fast as I can, because I'm like, I have stuff all over me that has to come out.
Yeah.
And so I get to the sink,
And you're blind, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still able to move, and I'm getting to the sink. I'm starting to flush it, and I start to lose my vision. And I had to get pepper sprayed before for law enforcement stuff.
Yeah.
And it started to clue in. I was like, oh, this like smells like capsicum. It feels like capsicum.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is bear spray.
Bear spray.
But at that point, I'm like, oh man, I need help. Like,
Yeah.
I need someone to take care of me. So I go to get my phone, but I can't see anything on the phone. So I'm like, I can't call anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I got to run back to where the car was. Like, so I go to leave my house, and this is where the party had been. And I go out into the yard, and there's an Nalgene on the ground, and my vision's just closing. I'm like, oh man, maybe if I flush my eyes one more time, I'll get like enough time to like get to the car. And so I pick this up, and I unscrew it, and I pour it into my eyes, and it's just straight tequila. Straight. And it burns so bad. So I'm like covered in bear spray, tequila all in my eyes.
Oh,
I'm a mess. And so we go running. I go running back, stumbling, find my friends. They take me to the hospital. And of course, at the hospital, they have no sympathy for me. They're like, there's this guy covered in booze and bear spray.
Yeah.
And like, he's asking for help. So they get me like stripped down naked. And then they assign me a nurse. And it's like this cute girl who I know from town. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's your name? She's like, oh, it's Sarah. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, hi, Sarah. So I'm like naked, patting around. She takes me to the shower. And I'm probably in there for like 2 hours.
Wow.
Showering.
Yeah.
And so, tip for everybody: hot water, not cold. Which is
Hot water, not cold.
hot water, not cold.
Okay.
Works well.
Is this for the eyes we're talking?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's how I met my wife. No, I'm afraid I wasn't at my most charming there. So, and then just Tide dish soap. We just used dish soap, and
Tide or Palmolive or
yeah,
Dawn?
like for the
Dawn.
baby ducks.
Oh,
Or sorry, not Tide. Yeah, sorry. Palmolive. Yeah.
just dump Tide in your
High
eyes, kids.
efficiency laundry detergent. Yeah, no, don't do that. No.
Tequila first,
Like
then the
Dawn.
Tide.
Yeah, totally. Dawn dish soap. And so that cleaned it up. I think I was good by like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was still able to go out and watch the Northern Lights.
No way.
Yeah, I still made it. Watched the Northern Lights, so that was good. Wow. But yeah, that was painful, man.
Well, they say, well, I've had bear spray in the eyes and on the skin, but not direct, sort of indirect.
straight
And it
to
was
the
bad.
face.
I've had it down the lungs. You guys know, I think it's Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah.
So he was interviewed. He's broken legs and fingers and multiple stitches. And he was asked in all of his stunts, what was the most painful thing? Like he had a dirt bike fly up and land right on his crotch. So he's been through a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And they asked him, what was the most painful thing in your Jackass career? And it was bear spray in the eyes.
Huh.
So it is right up there with his, like it's a 9 out of 10 on the pain scale, right?
Yeah.
Man, I've got a career jacket.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta put your
Smashing my
resume.
balls with a motorcycle.
You're like, well, Steve-O, I poured tequila in afterwards.
Totally.
Yeah.
No, I agree. It's like, I think it is an interesting experience for folks because it's such a
interesting.
level of pain.
Yeah.
Where you're honestly, all you can do is really focus on breathing.
Yeah.
Like you just have to breathe. And then every now and then you get moments where you're like, should I just start screaming? Like, just screaming sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Like the panic starts to build up, and then you're like, no.
I've heard two descriptions of bear spray direct in the eyes. One is your face in a frying pan. The other is your face being dragged on a gravel road. So which of those fits best?
Both good, man. Like, it lasts for so long too, right? Like I think
there's no relief, right?
There's no relief, and like you can kind of like the hard thing about water too is it reactivates the capsicum, so it's like you'll get brief relief,
Yeah.
and then it'll flare up even worse. And so, man, I remember the first time I got pepper sprayed. And that was wild too. So for that training, it's like you'd get pepper sprayed, you'd have to fight a guy. Then they take your keys, your car keys, they throw them into the woods. You got to find your car keys, open up your car.
They twist your nipples.
They twist your nipples. They pour tequila in your eyes. Yeah.
It's the full experience.
They put you in a barrel with an anvil, send you over a waterfall. That's why we got the best law enforcement in the world, man.
Yeah.
Every cop has an anvil with him. He's just ready. But it's oh man, yeah, it is just so incredibly painful. I forget where I was going with that. Oh, I remember the first time it was like lasting so long that I seriously just thought about hitting my head against a tree until I passed out. So I was like, I think it would be better to just knock myself out rather than just keep feeling this because this is like so bad.
So what's the major difference between bear spray and pepper spray then?
Pepper spray is bear spray, but there's the OC spray that the COs, they say it's more powerful, but it's more of a squirt stream. It's not like a fog that comes out of the bear spray. But they're both nasty. Like your eyes are on fire. I've rubbed it in my eyes. Like I said, I've breathed it in, and you're coughing. You can hardly breathe.
I think the worst part, I think I'm really lucky that when I had that bear spray go off, I didn't inhale it. It was just fully on the eyes. Because the first time I inhaled a fair amount, and the worst part was you'd be burning like that. And as I said, it's like focus on your breath. Like that's kind of the only thing to get you through the pain. But then you couldn't breathe, and so you were also dry heaving and like trying to puke, but you couldn't while you're having that. So it was just like a total nightmare.
Yeah.
But I guess the interest, like what makes it, I don't know, I shouldn't be promoting it as an experience, but like what makes it interesting as an experience is if you're doing it if it's done correctly or even incorrectly most times, it's like you're not going to die.
Yeah, you just got to
tell yourself. So it's like such an incredible
yeah.
amount of pain, but there's no actual lasting damage that's done. And so that's sort of interesting because you'll be able to turn the pain up to like a 10 and kind of experience that without having any damage.
Yeah.
Well, this brings me to my would you rather.
Okay.
Oh, this is good. Okay, this is perfect. We got there.
Yeah, because we set it up perfectly.
Pan, drug behind a truck and
nipples twisted, tequila in the eyes. Okay, would you rather be bear sprayed straight in the eyes or have your big toenail ripped off with a pair of pliers? Now think about this.
Yeah.
Bear spray straight in the eyes or a pair of pliers rip your big toenail off?
I guess it depends. Like how well is that going to grow back, Scott? Like is that going to be the most beautiful?
Yeah, it could be better than
toenail. You know, it's going to be like a 25.
My nail polish is completely screwed up.
Yeah, totally. No, man, I know bear spray. I'm familiar with bear spray. Yours sounds like as you said, Spanish Inquisition horror story. Like I do not like the sound of that. That is not what I like.
Yeah, I do feel like the toenail, like that was like a month ago now, probably.
Yeah.
Are you walking okay now, or it's
it's still got a Band-Aid on there with hiking boots. Like there's still a bit of pain, but
yeah, I'd go bear spray again, just because it'd be over in 5 hours, 4 hours.
Totally.
Yeah. It's pretty limited time-wise.
I think bear spray on a pain scale would it be higher than getting your toenail ripped off? We have to try it.
What about the toenail ripped off and then bear spray onto it?
Perfect. And then doused in tequila.
Man.
But no, I think the pain of bear spray in the eyes has got to be like nearly a 10 out of 10, right?
I don't know. I've never felt anything more painful, but I think there's something about like the psychology of it though is easier because you're sort of like, I just have to breathe through this. Like I know nothing's that wrong.
It's gonna,
Whereas
you're gonna
I feel like
be
if
over
you had
with.
an injury where you like something snapped, like you broke an arm or something or whatever, it's like I don't know what's totally wrong or like if I'm okay. Like I feel like that psychological component.
Well, even the toenail, you've got a couple weeks of pain if anything bumps it or rubs it, right? Whereas the bear spray's over with.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah.
You can get, I got this, it's called hydraulic needle effect, where it's deployed from such close range that the chemical actually penetrates your eye tissue. And so it's stuck in your eyeball. And so I had that the first time, and I was literally waking up, and I would have a scab of pus over my eye. God. So I had to peel off like a scab from over top of my eye.
Gross.
It's like multiple days later? Or
this was probably a week. I had to wear an eye patch.
Wow.
And was that OC?
They started calling me number 2, like from Austin Powers. It was like I had an eye patch and like.
Was it bear spray or OC
That was
spray?
OC. That was OC.
Which is
like the
more
stream.
intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nasty.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
But still, it's no toenail.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going bear spray.
Yeah.
Okay. You got another would you rather too, Scott?
I do, but it had to do with the Nepalese jungle story. So I don't know if we tell that one tonight or we save it for the winter camp that we're going to do.
Oh, yeah. We got to do a little winter camping.
The three of us are going to do a winter camp and tell some stories in
I
the
would
bush.
love to. I feel like I got to keep a couple in the chamber because.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Otherwise, we
the
don't ever want to
story's
see you
super
again
fun.
if you don't have any stories. So.
I know. Yeah, I gotta start doing some crazy shit. If I want to get invited back.
Speaking of crazy stuff, I was thinking about this last night, Thayne. I'm not sure. Like, are you a runner? You doing running?
I just did a half marathon.
Oh, nice.
So nothing that big, but like.
Yeah.
I used to do more. I'm trying to get back into it, but.
Let's do the Folding Mountain Ultra this year.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah. It's in June. It's either 25 or 50K.
Okay.
Yeah, George,
You're
you
doing
signed
50?
up.
I initially,
we're live.
when we were
live,
talking
George.
to Jason about it, I was like, I could do 50. And he's like, yeah, you could do 50. But then after like doing some little bit of training, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for 50 yet. I think I can do 25 easy.
Man, the thing
But it is a
about-
long ways away still.
So I just did the Berg half marathon.
What's that
So
one?
no, that's the Robson.
Mount Robson.
Mount
Okay.
Robson half.
Yeah.
So you run up past Kinney, basically to White Guard.
Yeah.
And then back down. And 21 to 25K, awesome sweet spot for
Yeah.
a run. It's like, it's hard. You got to
Yeah.
grind through it. You know, it's more about like your time rather than pure just like survival and endurance. I feel like you're not really risking joints and stuff like that as much. I'd love to do an ultra at some point, but I think
25?
25
Let's do
sounds good.
25.
All right, Scott, you're in.
I'm the guy with the pom-poms on the side, drinking the beer. Yeah.
We need someone with a cooler full of ice and some beers.
Right.
Yeah. That's what
At
we
the
need.
stations.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I climbed Folding Mountain a couple weeks ago. I don't know. My thing said like 17, 18K. We did it in 5-ish hours.
That's good.
Yeah.
Beautiful up there, hey?
Oh, it's nice.
Did you get the Scottish Highland feel
It was the
there?
perfect day.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And like once you get to the very top where you're the most burnt out, and then you look out, oh, that would be nice to run across there if I...
Yeah, I've camped
Yeah.
up. I've camped
Yeah.
up there, backpacked up there. There's just
Wow.
no water, so
Yeah.
like I said, all we had to drink was whiskey, so it was hard times.
Yeah.
That's a tough trip.
I did. And so then I started doing, like I did a run again last night where,
Nice.
you know, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to do an hour run. So ran for an hour-ish. The one thing that I was like, the concept I was working on last night was like, if you want to do something, like anything, you just need to start. In like this day and age, you want to research something for 5 minutes, you know, like, hey, I want to do running. It's like now my whole social media is running, and it's like podcast suggestions, like, oh, this runner, he's got some cool music, so I'm listening to this music, and it's like, now all of a sudden it pops, oh, hey, you need these shoes, and it's like, it just builds on. So I was talking with the wife last night. I'm like, I don't know how, like, the advice would be like, if you're even in school, like you're interested in something, you're interested in plumbing, spend 5 minutes looking up plumbing things, and you'll automatically be brought in, and you'll be like, oh, okay, you get a little more each day. So, yeah.
Yeah, I find running I mean, I probably could have learned more. Like, I've done a lot of runs, and I used to, like, my cardio is not as good as it used to be, but like the longest I've done, I think, is like 35 kilometers.
Yeah, that's good.
And I don't know, I would just do that kind of cold, like I'd be doing like 10 to 15 normally.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of bump up. But I feel like a lot of it's, some of it's like fueling, so having the proper like salts. Like I know for me, on that 35, the last 3K I had to walk because my legs just started twitching.
Yeah.
Like they would actually just start tweaking out, like kicking off to the side because like my salts were so low. So it's like having all that. But I think you're right. It's just you jump into it, you feel it out.
When I say I ran for an hour last night too, I mean I left the house running.
Yeah.
I didn't run for the whole hour, and like run for a couple minutes and walk a little fast.
That's amazing, George. I think it's great. What do people say? If you spend 20 minutes a day on a life change, it'll change the course of your life. And 20 minutes isn't a big time. Think how much time we waste just cranking through Instagram or YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
If you worked out 20 minutes a day for a year, you would be a different man after a year.
Yeah.
If you ran for 20 minutes every day, you'd be a different person, right?
Yeah.
I think, too, we also often discount it. It's like, oh, if I don't have like an hour to spend on this thing, it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remind myself, too, that it's like, no, like just stretch for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like do whatever for 5 minutes. And that's easy. Like anyone can slide that in, and you actually feel so much better, like remarkably better after you do it. And then that habit too, like I find too, usually once you start, then you start enjoying it. The endorphins are flowing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to this.
This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Like I'm enjoying this. Yeah. Usually the exercise or whatever else, like that is almost always the best part of every day.
Yeah.
Like getting out and doing something like that. Like.
Okay, Thayne, I need a running partner, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I
There
think
you go.
November.
Sounds good.
It sounds like they're gonna release like sign up dates or whatever and have a little more details. So when
So
it
do you have
happens,
to run up the mountain? Is that the thing?
it sounds like it's going from the backside. So like you're going I guess east from Folding Mountain Brewery, come around like the old Trappers.
A Terrace Sawmill there.
Yeah,
It's a little more gradual. The front side is pretty steep, switchbacks, muddy.
It sounds like you would be coming up from the back and then coming down from the front.
Oh,
so.
okay, gotcha.
You can do it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be cheering you on.
Yeah, I think
We'll
realistically,
all lose our toenails afterwards too.
Yeah.
We can all do an episode on our.
I would totally do it if I hadn't lost my toenail.
I know.
Right,
You were so looking forward to that ultra, Scott.
Yeah. I was going to do the 50 actually, but
yeah. Okay, well, I'm committing to the 25. I don't know if I can do 50, but we'll see how this winter training goes.
Yeah. That's great.
Radically Wild available in stores now or just online now? How?
It's online.
Yeah.
It will be getting it into chapters. It's on Amazon, but if you want the cheapest version, go to Friesen Press Bookstore online.
Yeah.
I will be getting them into gift shops in Hinton and Jasper, maybe Edson shortly.
Nice.
But hey, folks, if you're looking for a good Christmas gift, some fun, crazy adventures in the wild, give it a go.
We'll have links to it in the show notes here too, so you can check that out. And then, Scott, I think on like episodes we should do. I'm not sure what the contest would be, but like have people write in a message or something. Then we could give them a signed copy or something.
Absolutely, we can do that. Yeah. We'll definitely do that. I'm going to be doing a book signing in town here shortly. A presentation.
Nice.
We'll make it fun. It'll be wilderness skills, bushcraft, and the book signing. Nobody wants to come just for a book signing, so we'll make a whole event of it. It's coming up.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I'll say too, like as someone who, I read some early versions and stuff like that. Like Radically Wild is such a great read. Like for anyone who is interested in the outdoors, who enjoys connecting with other people over the outdoors.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's such a great yarn where you get to see just a person's experience, Scott's experience growing up outside, prioritizing these sorts of things. And I think for me, what was so great too is just all these examples of like how people connect over outdoor adventure and a love for the outdoors. So I think if that's like you or people you know, like it's such a great story with so many great ideas, and it's such a pleasure to read. So yeah, go get a copy.
Radically Wild.
Oh, shucks. I'm bringing a tear to my eye.
It's such a good. It's such a
we
good
talked about this earlier. I'm passing you $20 after
Yeah,
the podcast.
Totally.
You delivered well. Thayne was actually one of my first literary critics, so
nice.
He gave it a read.
Yeah.
There's a couple pictures of Thayne in the back of that book too. We had to sneak him in there somewhere.
Perfect.
Yeah.
At Northern Rockies Bushcraft, follow along with Scott too. Thayne, thanks for coming back on, man. It was
thanks so much for having me out. It's great, guys. I always
your energy.
always love it.
Scott, we got actually a couple big guests lined up too in the next couple episodes.
Next week.
We're in hunting season, so we're going to get into a little bit of
sheep hunting next week.
Yeah, hunting stuff going on there. So be ready for that. If you want to get a hold of us, and thanks, I got to start reading some of these emails on the podcast too, but thanks everyone that's sending in emails. We got just countless suggestions of guests getting sent in. So
awesome.
It's a good problem to have. So thanks everyone that is listening. wildernesswave@outlook.com, and I'm building the website right now. It's coming along. So okay, till next week, stay wild.
Wilderness Wavelength.